September the 9th at 6:30. You aren't going to believe it. I posted about having deja vu. That something really bad is coming, and that usually it dealt with Liz. And I went with my buddy today, and I was telling him about it. And I said I had it again. Something horrible is going to happen. As soon as I said it, a couple minutes later I get a text. It's Liz. She needs my help with something. And now, I don't have the means to help her with what she needs, but I have no doubt in my mind. If I did have the means to help her, I wouldn't be able to. Because I am completely and utterly convinced that if I go and talk to her after I leave, something will happen to put me in jail. I would have to meet her in a public place with witnesses. Because if I go by myself, I don't know if they'll say that I hurt her or I hurt the boy or worse than that. And if it was something worse than that, I guarantee that there would be evidence found to implicate me. Even though that's not what would have happened. If I were to go see her after I left, I guarantee. And all they'd have to say is, look, he's crazy. Look what he says in these videos. Of course he did it. I've had deja vu for 3 days. I had to make the video about it, and this is why. This is what happened. She called me for help. And if I don't help her, it risks her going backwards. And that's how they thought they'd be able to get me. That being that I know what would happen if I don't help her, and I don't want that to happen, they thought for sure. Ask them for help. I go down there, help her, leave. 5 minutes later, the cops are there. He beat me. He hurt me. And now you could laugh and mock me and say I'm just being paranoid. I don't have deja vu for nothing. And I told you, it's bad. Bad. And now, what are the odds? I've had it for 2 or 3 days, and I said in my video that it usually has something to do with Liz. And if I go down there, I was with my buddy, he's like, don't go by yourself. Let us go with you. And now what do? My wife is asking me for help. I love her with all my heart. But at the same time, look at the evidence. And I know this feeling. I know what this feeling means. Danger. Run. Don't do it. And I couldn't figure out why I'm even getting it. Liz is gone. Boom. She asked for my help. And of course I want to help her. I love her. In spite of everything. You just may say that I'm nuts, that how could you love someone that's involved in that stuff, and she's a victim. There's some more confirmation for you that I'm right. If I wasn't right, they wouldn't be trying to get me out of the picture. And that's what will happen. I thought at least maybe we'd be able to talk one day, or she'd come to me for help, or I really thought she was just going to show up on the door someday and say, I need help, please. I don't think I could ever be alone with her. Because all they'll trigger something in her and that'll be it. She'll testify. He beat me. He hurt the baby. He tried to kill me. This is how they work. If you want to say, oh, it's just a coincidence, listen, there is no coincidences. I've had deja vu for 3 days that something bad was going to happen, and within 5 minutes before she texted me and asked for help, I got it again, and it was horrible. Something so bad is coming. I even told my buddy, something so bad's coming, man. Something so bad is going to happen. Because they need me shut up. They want me out of the way. And if they could put me away and get rid of their evidence at the same time, even better for them. They don't like loose ends. And I think they consider Liz a loose end. So now what do? I'm going to sit here and beat myself up that my wife needs help and I can't even help her. This is how serious this stuff is, man. And a part of me wants to call her and tell her, yeah, I'll be right there. But I don't have that deja vu for nothing. I've had it for 3 days, and it was so overwhelming, I thought for sure something so horrible is going to happen. And this would be it. If I were to go help her, I would go to jail. Even though I didn't do anything. Even though I won't do anything. If I were to go see her, it would end with me in prison. And they would fabricate enough evidence. They've been in my house. I keep Eli's door locked. Because I sit on the couch and stare at his door and think about all this stuff. And once in a while I was getting up and walking in and it was just over and over. I keep the door locked now. Last night I went in there, or I went to check the door, slid right open. I didn't open it. Somebody's been in this house. I told you I had a dream where they planted stuff on me and Liz did it. So now, because I'm telling people the truth about how much I love my wife and I want to help her and save her, they're going to try and use it against me. And I want to tell myself they're just being paranoid, just go make sure she's okay, and that'll be my downfall. That'd be it. That's why I had a post about the deja vu. I thought maybe it was because something big was going to happen and I wanted to make sure it would. It's this. If I go and help my wife, I might even end up dead. I say, yeah, I'm going to come help you, and all of a sudden I get shot in the head. Or halfway through her and I trying to talk, she flips out, it turns into a fight. I go to jail. And I've seen her do it. Like, I was trying to hug her, she's telling the cop, get him out of here. Because there was nothing that could be said to her at that moment. I'd be in her house, everything would be fine, and then boom. Cops come, I go to jail. This is how serious this stuff is, man. Don't take anything for granted. You think it's a coincidence? Mary Greeley found that thing in her sugar. Came from Michigan. This new disease showed up in Michigan. Now her kid's getting followed. Think that's a coincidence? That's how bad this is. They don't care anymore. They're trying as hard as they could to protect it a little bit longer, but their secrets are all coming out. All bets are off. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Especially children. Tell me what you think. I don't really have the means to help her. Well, what she needs help with, but I don't know what to do. That's it. I love you guys. God bless.